This is Mario Central, shouting out to Tech Teen. Thank you for watching my Pokemon Coliseum videos, and hopefully you keep watching my Pokemon XD. You wanted a shout out, so there it is. But I'm over here in this area. I thought there was some items, or maybe I'm thinking back to Pokemon Coliseum now. Of course I am. But what I also have to do is fight the rest of the brothers, which I actually forgot to do. As we can see, there's the vehicle once again. I'm going to start off with probably the purple one, because, you know, he looks cool. I always like the color purple. It's kind of, I don't know, I just, so manly. And the shadow Pokemon that he has is Shadow Gulpin, a very interesting Pokemon. I actually really like him. I do. I think he's really good. He was actually the toss-up. I was thinking of either using him or using Shiftry. And it basically came down to, well, I like Shiftry's speed, so I can't resist that. His ability is too gosh darn good to pass up. So I had to. Like, it wasn't an option. I was just like, nope, that's it. It's done. I had to go with him. But Swalot I do like. He evolves into a Swalot eventually. Swalot can take damage pretty well. He's an average attacker, and he has a lot of HP. He's kind of similar to Walrein in a way, but he's a bit more slower, and he doesn't attack as strong as Walrein does. But he's still pretty good. He still takes damage really well, actually. Probably a bit better than Walrein, and his attacks are average. Both of his attacks are average. It's kind of like, I think his base stat is around 70-something. So, I mean, he's not bad, and he can learn a lot. You can teach him Ice Beam, you can teach him Sludge Bomb, which he should know, right? You could teach him, even those moves like, I'm trying to remember, you know that combination where they use Swallow and also Spit Up? You know, when he gathers in the, I don't know what it is, he gathers in some little, what are those called? I'm trying to think of them right now. I'm going to call them particles for now. Gathers in those particles. I don't remember what the move's called. Then you can either spit it up or swallow for health. So that can work with his moveset as well. So he's a pretty good Pokemon. I actually really do like him, and I recommend him. But it's up to you. If you don't want a slow Pokemon, which is why I opted going for Shiftry instead. So, you know, I'm going to hopefully catch him now. Pokeball, go! Although I don't know how well this is going to work. But he is paralyzed, so do it! And 1, 2, 3, and he's caught. Yes. All right, this is actually going pretty well. All of my captures have not been too bad, considering. Usually, anytime I do this, it always, at some point, breaks down. There's always a point where I'm gonna have like a tough time. Like, I don't remember if you guys remember this, but in my Coliseum, and we can now purify Seedot, we're going to hold off on that until Spiel is ready, though. I actually had the hardest time trying to catch Skarmory for some godforsaken reason. And with Tyranitar, it wasn't even that bad. I don't know what it was, but for some reason the game wanted to be like, well, you know what? No, I'm going to be a total jerk to you. Well, thanks, game. Thanks. I think now we are going to face the Red Man himself. I actually cut there because I thought there was a PC in that room, thinking back to Coliseum again, and it was right beside the healing machine. So I'm just like, no, I'm not going to show that. Oh man, I lose my memory so easily these days, my goodness. Alright, so here we have a Shadow Houndour. Now this is the time when you put Houndour in the game. If you've played the original Pokemon Silver, you'll agree with me. He wasn't available to catch until you finished the Pokemon Elite Four. What in the world? And not only that, Houndour was level 4. Who in their right mind would go out of their way to train a Houndour that's level 4 when the rest of your party is pretty much at 45, 48 by this point? Like, I don't understand. It's a Johto Pokemon. Put him in the Johto region. And I found that out the hard way because I thought, oh, I'm going to get Houndour soon enough. I'm going to get him. And then no. And then what I did quickly to think about it, I was like, okay, let me just go and catch myself a quick fire type. And I think I ended up going with no fire type. So you can see how well that plan worked out. I was counting on him to be my fire type. He's not bad. I find he's way better in the later generations. Houndoom sucks now. The problem is a lot of dark types aren't very good right now, and it's because of the physical special split. All dark moves were associated with special moves, and majority of dark Pokemon do not have a good special attack. Houndoom, I think, has a decent one, but it's not the greatest. He's more of an offensive guy. And this is why you teach him, like, Flare Blitz if you get the chance, or even Bite or Crunch, and just normal physical attacking moves, right? He's fast, he's powerful, it works out. And I'm always a big fan of those Pokemon, hence is why I have Jolteon, hence is why I have Shiftry. These guys are fast and powerful. I do like the guys that can take hits, but I do prefer Pokemon like that. And Houndoom is no exception. I do like him, but I like him later in the generations, because he starts to learn more better things, like Flare Blitz, like Crunch, and things like that. He's not as great in pre-third generation. But, I mean, he's still usable. He's not completely unusable. Because, in fact, when I first played this game, Houndour was one of the few Pokemon I recognized. So I'm like, oh, let me catch him! And I did. I ended up turning into one in my party, and he did pretty well. And it was stupid because I had a Mightyena and a Houndoom on the same team. That wasn't smart, though. That was the only thing. I think, you know what, let's stick with Spheal. See what he's got. And go to this Browse 6. I like how all of them take, like, the first 4 letters of the name. Like, you got Blue 6 and Re 6, Browse 6, Perp 6. It's clever names, I like it. Red and blue and yellow and green and orange and scarlet and purple and brown and green and yellow and golden and scarlet and yellow, silver. Now I'm just repeating myself. It was like that, have you guys ever heard of that song? I think it's an actual song. I remember it from a scene from Simpsons, where Ned Flanders was just, singing this song after leaving Homer's house, and he's just, it was violet and green and yellow and orange, scarlet and purple and ochre and peach. Like, I just remember that. I think it's an actual song, though, because I have heard people singing it, and it's like, whoa, is it an actual song? I had no idea. I'm gonna look it up after this video is done. I actually am curious, because I don't know if that's a song or not. But anyways, we have ourselves Baltoy, who is, again, one of those Pokemon that I just kind of was like, oh, well, he looks cool. He looks like one of those psychic dolls. I'm going to go ahead and get him. And you know what? He's well worth it. He's a guy, he takes hits well. He doesn't dish out damage very well, but he takes hits really well, and he's a grounded psychic. It's a unique typing. And he can learn Earthquake, Psychic, you name it. He can learn a lot of things, and if you teach him with Calm Mind, which is essentially really good, that can really build up his stats well, or you teach him Cosmic Power, this guy's a pretty good teammate. I actually really like using him. He's pretty good. I like him. It's funny, I've been saying that for majority of Shadow Pokemon, but again, the only ones I don't recommend you using is Spinarak and Lediba. Those guys are just like, whoa, off limits. Don't even go there. And Baltoy was caught. Not too shabby. This is just going extremely well. Good job, Bluebeam. Be proud of it. Look at that dance. I like that dance. He's just waddling side to side, being like, yay, I did it. I'm proud of myself. Looks so cute. Is why I named him Blue. Oh, wait, no, I haven't named him his nickname yet, have I? So I shall not be saying his nickname quite as yet. Oh man, I nearly leaked out his nickname. I'm gonna wait till he purifies in order to nickname him. But here we have a Shadow Mareep. Much like Numel, I consider Mareep one of those go-to guys. It's like he's average, but he's a guy. If you don't have an electric type, if you don't have a grass type on your team, then put him on your team. He does the job. Mareep and later turns into Ampharos, and Ampharos is a pretty good Pokemon. I actually really like him. Which I've said a lot, right? But in this game so far, as we've seen, the guys I've chosen are Pokemon that I really like. I really like Houndoom, and I really like Claydol, and I really like Swalot. But the rest, like Mightyena, Lediba, no, I mean not Lediba, Mightyena, you know, Mareep, Ampharos, Camerupt, those guys I kind of like having if you really have nothing else to go to. They do the job, they're just not the best, you know? Like Ampharos can work, and same with Camerupt. They do their job, and that's the important thing. alright? But, I don't know, like, they're kind of average for me. Like, the problem is with Mareep is she's so weak defensively. If you get hit with an earthquake, you're dead. Like, there's no chance of survival. It never does work out for me. And that's why, again, if you have nothing else to go to, if you don't have a grass type, you don't have electric type, then choose Mareep. It always works. It's like if you don't have a fire or ground type, go with Camerupt. It's fine. It'll work. But try, if you can find something else, if there is a way better Pokemon out there, like a Jolteon or for a ground type, maybe, what's his face? Donphan, or a fire type like Arcanine, then make those decisions. Don't go to them first. Those Pokemon are better. And now that we've done that, I think he is ready. I don't want to kill him. So let us throw our Pokeball. This will be the last of the brothers, right? Correct. Yeah, I think this will be the... Alright. So let's do this thing. I like that all of them, though. This is the problem, though, is that Mareep is way above the level which she evolves into Flaffy. But it's not too bad. At least gives it more leeway, you know? Like some of the Pokemon like Spiel that don't evolve into 30, at least you get them high up now, so that way you don't have to train them from the ground up. Makes things easier. Sometimes it makes things easier, sometimes it makes things harder because they're pre-evolved and they should be evolved by that level. If you know what I mean, I'm trying to reiterate my points here. But anyways, let's head back. And here we are, back in the lab. We're going to take on this guy right here. But first, I want to get this item that has 3 super potions. Oh, jeez. I wasn't expecting that. Dang. Alright, then. I think I'm just going to skip this fight if you don't mind. So I'll be right back. Letting get a child like this unchallenged. What is wrong with Cypher Security? Oh, I think nothing's wrong. It's just I'm too good. You guys can't lay a finger on me. I'm perfect. I'm as good as they come. I mean, just look at that facial expression when Professor Crane was being abducted. He was unfazed. He was completely in focus. It's how Nick does his job. I mean, you can't question that. They can get Crane to give up details about his purification. I think so too, but I think Lovrina's getting mad. Want a kid in the lab? Hold still so we can catch you.
What, you think I'm just some mouse that you can just catch and put a mouse trap like that game? Like Hasbro? Oh, I see how it is. So you think I'm a mouse that eats cheese and you can just put a trap and trap me and that's it. Oh, so you don't see me as the human being with a mechanical arm and such. Oh, that's it. This is personal. I'm going to take you down. Hear this now. You aren't getting away with this, Mr. Scientist guy. I don't know your name. Oh, R&D Elrock. Yeah, what type of a name is that, huh? You're calling me a mouse and you're named R&D Elrock. Oh, yeah. Next you'd want to be called AJ Burnett or something. No, just joking. You know, I never knew what that stands for. You know, you got guys like CC Sabathia and AJ Burnett. I don't have any idea what their names are. I think like CC Sabathia is like Carlos Carrasco Sabathia or something like that. I don't even know. Like AJ Burnett is like Adam Jones Burnett. I don't know. But it's funny how they give him like BJ Ryan and CJ Wilson. I just keep coming up with these, don't I? Harden. Dude, R&D Ardock, right? He's probably named Rutherford Dean Ardock. Yeah, that's it. Rutherford Dean Ardock. There you go. There is your name. That is the name I'm giving you, and I'm making fun of it because you called me a mouse. That's what a mouse can do. He can beat you. Exactly. See, your Corsola's done. And farewell, Mr. Rutherford Dean Elrock. Kept getting the name wrong. Good. Beaten by a kid. No ordinary kid. You were beaten by a mouse. I just insulted myself. Good. Oh, well. I'm not good at battling, but now's not the time to be telling you that. Oh, you're also named R&D. Well, you're probably his brother, Rutherford and Dean Coffee. All right, then. I see. You come from a long line of Rutherford Deans. That's probably what it is. Oh, my God. I don't know. I'm just having such a good time right now. Rutherford Dean. Good stuff. That's funny how he just came out and said it. I'm not very good at battling, but I probably shouldn't be telling you this. Okay, so why did you mention it in the first place? Good job, Rutherford Dean. Good. Darn it, I should have gotten rid of that Wingull. Now this is going to be a nuisance. Watch. I'm going to hit myself in confusion the next turn. Although, no. You know what? I'm going to depend on Jolteon's ability to have willpower. Watch. He will prevail. You will see. Shadow Wave. Okay, I think I'm just going to have Jolteon attack Wingull then. And then he can use Shadow Wave and finish off Dustoff. So I'll use one of the 2 dies if he doesn't hit him. Come on, Jolteon, willpower. Yeah! Jolteon! Doing your job. Alright. That's how you do it. Nice. Wingull fainted. Who's next? Can't remember. Is it a Shadow Pokemon? It is not. I don't think, yeah, he's scientist. Well, actually, I wouldn't expect him. He just said he's not very good at battling. Why should I expect that from him? That is so funny. It's like someone were to come up to you and say, well, you know, I don't really know how to, you know, like a salesperson, right? Comes up to you and he's like, oh, I'm trying to get you to buy this lovely TV here, but you know what? I'm not a very good salesman, but I shouldn't really be telling you that, should I? Then you just see they just walk right out of the door. They'll go right out of the door and that ain't coming back. Nope. Thundershock. Okay. Boom. Take Takes the... Oh, beautiful. Alright, Quillfish is done. I always found Quillfish to be a weird Pokemon. He needs an evolution. Just like Farfetch'd. Just like, a lot of those Pokemon out there. Nosepass got one. So Quillfish needs one too. Because that water and poison, things can be done with that typing. Because Tentacruel's good. I think he has the ability to be good if he had a transformation. He could just make a bigger pufferfish. Or blowfish, or whatever you want to call it. One fish, two fish, blowfish, bluefish. Good old Simpsons. Always been there.
I'll pretend that I never saw you. Scram already! Also, because you're offended by being beaten by a mouse, then now you're so offended. Oh, I see. You can't handle mouse power. Well, I'll show you what this mouse guy... I gotta stop insulting myself. Jeez, I don't know why I keep calling myself a mouse. It's not doing good to my reputation. Alright, what I'll do, I'm actually... So I can get C-Dot and feel some even playing time, I'm going to have these two battle it out. Where do you think you're going? Stop that fooling around! I'm not fooling around. I'm stopping your plans. That's not fooling. That's getting my job done. Let's go. Oh, it's a carve. Oh, you know what? I think that's a shadow Pokemon, correct? And Magnemite. She-Dot and a Spiel. We're going with two shadow Pokemon here. This should be interesting. And yes, it is. It's Shadow Carvanha. I don't know what to say about this one. This is one of those puzzling Pokemon to me. I like the idea of him. He's fast and he's powerful. Somewhat. He's not all that powerful, though, in my opinion. No. He's really fast, I'll give him that. He is really fast. When he evolves into a Sharpedo, there's not a lot of Pokemon that can reach that speed. The problem is he's not all that powerful. He doesn't learn enough to make himself good. Like, at least with Shiftry, he has a variety of moves. At least with Jolteon, he has extreme power from the special side. You know? And at least with Houndoom, it's the same thing. He has enough moves. You can teach him Dig, you can teach him Flamethrower, you can teach him Feint Attack, whatnot. But with Carvanha, you can't really learn much. He doesn't learn Hydro Pump. He knows Crunch, that's great. But other than that, he doesn't really learn a whole lot. Sharpedo, and that's my problem with him. I think he gets better as the generation moves along, but as of this generation, he's really not that great. In fact, you should probably stay away from them. Because again, you know I'm a big fan of Pokemon that are fast and powerful, but he's not that powerful. And he also doesn't learn a lot, so it doesn't do much for him, you know? So that's why I'll say probably just stay away from him altogether. But it's up to you. If you do want someone that's fast and can destroy Psychics pretty easily, then this guy's your man. Because he can take them down rather easily. If you have Crunch, just keep using that. Psychic Pokemon are down. And we all know how much Psychic Pokemon were annoying back then. They were really irritating. I mean, anytime you saw Alakazam, you winced in fear because you were like, oh geez, don't come near me. Oh no, there goes Spiel. I'm sorry. You feel so sorry for them when you die. Do you see that? I'm so sorry, Spiel. My god. He was crying. I know, I'm sorry. Jeez. Alright, let's Bullet Seed him and finish him. Oh, whoa, that did a lot. Nice. Wasn't expecting that at all. Take that, Psyduck. You didn't see that coming. Yeah, that's right. Give you head traumas. You feel bad for all of them. Look at the way they feint. They're so realistic. This game... See, this is the bad thing with making Pokemon 3D. Now that you actually see their feinting, and it strikes you here, man. You're like, oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I apologize. No, get back up. I take it back. You are no longer fainted. Well, that Pokemon would like to say that anyways. You're technically killing them, but they're never going to say that. He took aim at me for what? I don't know what he's going to be able to do. Boom! Look at Rage. No, really, honestly, Bullet Seed is doing this much to him. That's ridiculous. Wow. That did a lot. Nice. And Aerial... Ace! This is the first time I'm going back to Ladybug in a while, eh? My goodness, but he needs to Purify. Like, I'm just trying to get him to go into reverse mode right here so he can help me out. Shadow Hold. Well, that ain't gonna do anything. I should have used Giga Drain, shouldn't I? To heal up C-Dot a little bit. That's okay. What, you think I'm gonna escape with Ladybug? Actually, I kinda wanted to. Because I don't want him to die, and then I can't Purify him. Ugh. Oh, wow, that did a lot more than Well, he is level 10. I can't really blame him. Alright, Bullet Seed, do your stuff! Honda! Good job. Honda! Take that! Now we just have Carvanha remaining. I think this will be good enough. I think after this I'll go and and try to catch him with a Pokeball or Great Ball or something. Or should I just... Oh, there we go! Oh, you know what? Before I even do that... Okay. I'm thinking if I should hit him one more time. I'm not sure, though. Because I do want to call him. I'm not going to... Yeah, I think that's what I'll do then. I'm just going to use Shadow Hold. Because I like the idea that he can no longer escape. I don't know, that makes me feel like I can catch him a little bit more better. I don't know how true that is, but to me, it feels like I can catch him more easier. I don't know if that is true or not, but that's what I think anyways. So you can't escape, and now you shall be caught by the hands of the robotic arm. I just love the way that robotic arm looks on him. It suits him perfectly. And Coliseum, it looked kind of odd, but this is just, it matches with him perfectly. Look at that style and grace, the way he throws that Pokeball. He just knows what he's doing, and he loves what he's doing. Look at that smirk. He's got the same traits, man. He's so... He's got that little evil smirk, like, hey, I know what I'm doing, and I love it. Stealing Pokemon back from people. I love it. Go right ahead. Feel free to wander and look around. Yeah, that's right. You let me do whatever I want, because this is the end of the episode. We are going to finish up the Shadow Pokemon Lad in the next one. This is Mario Central, signing off.